bad-tempered, bad-mannered, and badly behaved. Now, 8 of Australia's worst offenders have been shipped across the globe to this old-fashioned English finishing school.
Get into bed now!
We take these girls and we break them.
You're a little piece of scum.
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 2 girls have already been expelled.
You're out.
Now, something extraordinary is about to happen.
Oh, you look like a freaking lady.
This week, some terrifying visitors descend on Eggleston Hall. And while for some, it's a school of hard knocks,
What is this, cement?
I wouldn't say no worries.
It's my pleasure.
No, just don't say anything.
some other tough nuts will begin to crack.
I've always been the one that's been strong for everyone else.
What a girl.
And at week's end, yet another girl will leave Eggleston Hall. There's an early start to week 3 at Eggleston Hall. And this morning, the girls are in for a surprise.
I feel, and I know Mrs. Schrager does, that the time has come here for drastic change.
This week's challenge is not to be underestimated.
We have real ladies coming to Eggleston Hall, and you are going to serve them afternoon tea.
Before these rough diamonds are fit for polite society, they'll need a polish. The principal has invited Mr. Carmichael, hairdresser to the royal family, to show the Ladettes how a lady does her hair.
The way it is, I mean, to me it looks, well, fairly tatty and cheap. I want to take this nastiness away, please.
Mrs. Harwood is hoping that an external transformation will lead to real change within. But professional stripper Nicole Mitchell isn't ready for the royal treatment.
I just had to have a teary. All these challenges are nothing to this, man. I always said from the start, if I come here, I'm going home.
In this case, she's not always keen to impress ladies so much as gentlemen. So I was wondering if you could do something sort of shorter.
Nicole has a reason to hang on to her hair.
I'm just going to go home and get extensions.
Exactly, that's what you do.
The connection that I've got with my hair, which sounds stupid, but I love my hair.
Back home in Sydney, Nicole is a pole dancer. And her hair is part of her act. She came to Eggleston Hall to prove a point.
Some people say you can't be a stripper and a lady, but I'm here to prove them wrong.
But now Nicole's lustrous locks are being lopped off.
Honestly, if I get expelled this week after cutting my hair, I'm going to cut sick. I really will.
These girls are attention-seeking. And, of course, we have to break them of that. By making them ladies, you draw attention to them, but for the right reasons. We have to try to help them to find themselves.
Oh, my goodness. I like it now.
No, this is Nicole, Mrs. Keeler.
Hello, how do you do? I'm very good.
Mrs. Harwood has persuaded Nicole to let go of her locks. But is she ready to let go of her former life?
Quite different. I've never met a stripper
Oh,
before.
haven't you? Okay. We're all normal people too.
You're a brave girl.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
You've got to have really tough skin to do what I do. I mean, you can always go home and cry and let it out, but at work you've just got to keep professional. Honestly, if I was to sit down and tell you everything about my life, you'd probably be in tears. My elder sister Lisa ran away, so my mother left me and my other sister Christine in a caravan alone for like 2 nights by ourselves. I know who dobbed us in. I think it was someone in the caravan park, and we just woke up one morning with knocks on the door, and I opened it up, and there was police officers and docks workers everywhere, and they just pretty much took us away and just left my mum a note, which I still think to this day would have been so heartbreaking for my mum, just to come home to a note going, you know, we've taken your children. Growing up, I'd always wake up screaming for my mum.
Nicole's grim disclosure is more than even Mrs. Harbord had bargained for.
I just cannot think what that child has been through. I wish I could wave a magic wand and launch that little girl into a lovely life.
As the curlers come out, it's time for some happy revelations.
There you are, my darling. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Wicked.
And one Sydney stripper looks every inch a duchess.
Oh my God!
That's not short. That looks good.
It's short though, but I love it.
Oh, you look like a freaking lady.
I feel fabulous. I feel amazing.
Now it's time for the teachers to inspect their creations.
Wow, that's all I can say. Stunning or what? Do you feel different inside?
Yes.
Sarah, you look so different. Wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs. Schrager.
And your hair isn't that much shorter, yet the effect is good.
Yes.
I must say I'm very proud of them.
So am I.
Now they look the part, the girls are going to be allowed out in public. At the end of the week, they must successfully negotiate the most treacherous of social occasions, afternoon tea. Coming up, the girls visit the last bastion of the lady, the tea room.
What are you doing?
The principal conducts a routine dorm inspection and uncovers evidence of shocking depravity.
I don't think that being a lady means that you should have to change your personality.
What does nudity do for your personality?
And a flower arranging lesson touches a raw nerve in Sarah.
Flowers aren't happy to me. They're like, someone's dead.
In 2 days' time, the Aussie Ladettes will be taking tea with some eligible bachelors' eminent mothers. And they'll be swimming with sharks.
Make no mistake, these women will be judging these girls as to whether or not they would be appropriate as future wives for their sons.
I've never had tea before. This is my first time.
Yeah, me too. I don't like tea.
At Betty's tea rooms, etiquette teacher Mrs. Brewer assesses their chances. It's not a pretty sight. For a lady, an incomplete understanding of the etiquette of tea can be ruinous. But for Skye, it's just another chance to play the class clown.
What kind of occupation do you have back in Australia?
I'm actually looking to change professions at the moment.
So you're in between jobs?
Since her arrival, Skye has drawn attention to herself for all the wrong reasons.
I am sick and tired of the teaching.
Her behaviour at social events has been little short of scandalous.
You are a menace to society.
Now